Good night, everyone. My name is Amira Salazar. I am a teacher in training, and I would like to share with you 5 lessons plans I have been designing during this semester. This video is about the third plan. This plan is named Ancient Structures. This topic is not complex. It is designed for a second course baccalaureate intermediate level with a B1 to a professional level. It lasts 45 minutes. I have to explain the objectives are focusing on 4 skills, but in this plan, I am going to prefer speaking abilities, speaking activities. The main objectives are that students will be able to use top questions. The students will be able to speak about ancient structures and discuss about it. The students will be able to know about some specific vocabulary, and the students will be able to express themselves using indirect questions. The methods I am going to use in this class are direct method, audiolingual method, grammar teaching input, communicative grammar method. As strategies, I am going to focus on speaking activities. I am going to use podcasts, readings. I am going to use pair groups for assessment activity, and PowerPoint presentations. I always try to develop my class around a central point. In this case, I have choose about this topic because I would like to teach my students about some interesting issues like the lineage of Nazca in Peru, the Great Pyramid in Egypt, and the Great Green Wall of China. I would like to awake interest in my students to know how this about these unsolved mysteries, about who built these structures, or how will them building. First activity is about reading about the lines of Nazca. Here we have, I am going to show you the supplementary materials I am going to use. We can see there the reading. Students have to decide. I'm going to provide some sentences that are missing out of the text, and the students, after reading and then reading the fragments, they can to match them in the space in the text. Next, we are going to have a listening activity. We are going to listen a postcard and check answers. The first podcast is about Egypt, and the second is about the Green the Great Green Wall of China. As we see, we have here 2 exercises, and a student must complete filling the blanks. We have a writing exercise to the use of indirect questions. This is important for achieve one of the goals of the main objectives, that is the use of indirect questions. Then we have a little explanation about the use of tag questions. What about the use of tag question? How do we use it? And then we have a little exercise. This about complete the statements with the correct tag questions. As I said before, we are going to focus on listening practice, and then we are going to have a little debate. We have to go back to the first reading, and we're going to divide our classes in pair groups. We are going to discuss answer, and going to be a little debate where all the students have to set their point of view. The topics are the origin of the lines, the alien theory, why people visit Peru, or speculation of the reason for the existence of that lines. Maybe aliens? No, I don't know. But for closing review and follow our activities, we're going, as I use always, a little language review about all the topics we have there, and then a little vocabulary review about the words we have learned in this class. For example, language review, we have reviewed the use of indirect questions and the using of tag questions. And for vocabulary review, we have view this vocabulary review. This is all about this class. I think this is an interesting topic. I think I'm going to motivate my students to try to the participation of all them, because always there are just 1, 2, or 3 students that participate, but not all of them. And this is one of the challenges for teachers. Thank you.